We never show emotions, we just keep it down, down inside. Yeah, you and I, both longing for expression for the things we like, but we stay quiet. Hold me now, tell me things, tell me all about how you feel. Just let yourself go. Say it loud, wake the world on the other side, make it real. Just let yourself go, just let go. Ooh, just let go. Oh yeah, just let go. Ooh, just let go. Just let yourself go. Let yourself be and you. We're holding back each other in the things we do. It's all so blue. Yeah, what if we could grow just like the flowers through the concrete? Just you and me. Hold me now, tell me things, tell me all about how you feel. Just let yourself go. Say it loud, wake the world on the other side, make it real. Just let yourself go, just let go. Ooh, just let go. Oh yeah, just let go. Ooh, just let go. Just let yourself go. Let yourself be and you. We're holding back each other in the
Welcome to Free Live Tarot Readings. I'm Tarot Oracle and I do the readings.
It's 6:30. Time for the Tarot Oracle Show.
What is going on, Paula? Welcome, KD. Welcome as well, Andrew. What's going on, Michael, Jocelyn, and Crystal? Jocelyn, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Yeah, Paula, in America, we had daylight savings time. So we went back an hour or went forward an hour or something like that. We did something. I think we spring forward and fall back. We sprang forward. Sarah, welcome. How are you doing tonight? Good to see you as well. So yeah, we're starting a little late. Is it early or late? So we sprang forward. So now everybody think, okay, so we're an hour earlier if you're not in the US. So there you go. An hour earlier. That's what's going on. All right, Jocelyn, let's see what did happen to that loan application. Everything was okay. Everything was going well. And then all of a sudden, I guess it just went away. Did they reject you or did they just not never get back to you? I don't know. Anyway, what is going on? All right, KSW, welcome. How are you doing, KSW? It is so good to see you as well. All right, so let's see what did happen. What did happen with all of this loan application shenanigans? Let's find out. KSW, let me know what your question is. Nabanta, Sarah, thank you for your donation. Boo Boo, welcome. How are you doing tonight? Good to see you. Baby girl, welcome as well. All right. Let's see what we are doing indeed. What we are doing indeed. What did happen to that loan application? The Hierophant. Oh my. Stuck. It is stuck. It's stuck. It's almost like that they're trying to get some approval or trying to get something to happen with that. So it feels like that it's either not really still in process, but it's just mixed up. It's just mixed up. It doesn't seem to be going the way it needs to be going. Nine of Cups says everything was going fairly well, but then the red tape began. The red tape started, things sort of did that. We actually got it moving. So you had people looking at it, you had people examining it, and then all of a sudden it just like went on the sidelines. KD, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. It went on the sidelines, that Nine of Cups. And we had a lot of good things with that. We had a lot of good expectations. We have a lot of things sort of happening with that. And it did get looked at immediately by some people that needed to see it. Then it sort of got lost in the system or got put into the system and just kept going. It just kept going. And it's sort of recycling. People, sort of neglected it. There's just not a lot of activity on it, or people looked at it and they just didn't like what they saw or something. The Hierophant says that it is lost in the system, basically, or it got into the system and went to the bad part of the system, the lost part of the system. Things went just awry with it, right? Three of Wands is the interesting card here. It's like you're looking either for an update or you're looking for an explanation. I think that you need more information, and that information is about the red tape. I don't really think that a lot of people have a big understanding about the entire process from front to back. I think it went here, and then it went there, and then it bounced around. So you don't really have any activity or action that's going to be defined or sort of straightforward as far as how you need to understand it or look for it. Three of Wands is a seeking and searching card. It seems like that you need to keep seeking and searching, and you will find an answer. Keep looking out the window. Keep trying to get those details that you need about it. And I think that you're going to have an answer available, but you're just going to have to do some digging, whatnot, to get it. But yeah, the Hierophant sort of stuck in that system, moving through there. And that's not going to be the best alternative for that. Bartman, welcome. How are you doing tonight? Linda, welcome as well. It's good to see all of y'all. Good to see everybody. All right. We got another donation from KSW. Let's see, KSW, what your question is. Thank you so much, KSW. I appreciate you so much. Let's see. KSW wants to know, just received the deck of cards. Do they have a spirit attached? And how will they read for me? Ooh, that's a good question. That is a great question. Let's use the old school Waterfall Tarot. By the way, an update on the Waterfall Tarot. They don't have this card stock anymore. It's out of stock. So I'm probably going to order the thicker card stock. Apparently the thicker card stock is like the Dark Mansion Tarot. So it's kind of like the Dark Mansion Tarot. They said it's like dramatically thicker. So I think it's going to be thicker than the Dark Mansion. I don't know until I get it. I don't know. But hey, 350 GSM is what I'm talking about. That is going to be what we need. All right, you just received, do they have a spirit attached, and how will they read? Strength is very, very good here, especially this particular card. Strength says that you do have a spirit attached to these. You do have a communication through these cards. You are able to get and reach out through these cards and reach some communication, get some communication with something that's going to be higher and sort of a higher being, or something that's going to be information filled or whatnot, all right? Tarot Chic, Tammy, what is going on? Cheryl, welcome as well. Thank you for your donation, Cheryl. Sunshiny Day is back. Welcome, SD. But you see this reaching, you see this connection, you see this communication, and strength is about having that connection, about, reaching out, getting that connection, getting not really that control, but getting sort of the communication going, and the sublime communication, the nonverbal communication that you have with the Strength and the Lion holding their mouth open and things like that. But here is sort of different. It talks about having the communication between a variety of different things, right? The Knight of Cups as well says you're going to feel very comfortable with it, especially with that Page of Swords. That's going to be very valuable. And Justice. Justice is one of the key things here. Justice says that there's a nice balance in the cards. It's not going to be too talkative, or it's not going to be too quiet. It's not going to be too emotional, too this, too that. It seems like you have this nice balance where everything just sort of works and everything just sort of flows naturally within that deck. Definitely there. Page of Swords says it's a bit difficult to communicate at first. You definitely need to warm up to this deck. If you need to sleep with it, if you need to cuddle with it, whatever you do, I don't know what you do, clean it, whatever you do. Page of Swords says the connection is not going to be there at first. You definitely have to work for it. The Page is a newbie, a neophyte. It feels like that it just doesn't work sometimes. It just doesn't have that connection that you need. But over time, I think it's going to be valuable, and that is going to be a a good connection that you need going into there. So very, very cool and valuable as well. I think that's going to be a great deck for you overall. All right. So my alerts are freaking out again. Do I seriously have to just turn these off? Apparently so. Okay. But yeah, that Page of Swords, get used to them, cuddle with them, whatever you do. And that is going to be where you need to be on that. Anyway, Cass W, thank you so much. Tiffany, thank you for your donation. What is going on? Texas Twang, welcome, fellow Texan. I'm over here in Dallas, by the way. Ultraviolet has joined. What is going on? Good to see you. All right. Sarah has a question. Sarah wants to know how my interview goes. Sarabi, welcome back, Sarabi. It's good to see you again as well. Thank you for your donation. All right. Let's see where we are going with the next question over here. We got an interview. Ooh, I love a good interview. You go in there, you make that first impression, you make yourself known. That is going to be over here with this tarot right there, which is one of my favorite tarots. Everybody loves it. I mean, come on, give it up. Everybody loves Bumbleberry Hollows. There we go. You have 14 sets of tarot and oracle decks. That's awesome. Very cool. Well, congratulations on Welcome to the Addiction. Welcome to this addiction called tarot decks. If you keep being addicted, Texas Twang, you will end up with a tarot tower looking like this. A tarot tower looking like these. This is trimmed down. I reduced the size of the tarot tower. By the way, I have a video on how to make a tarot tower if you're interested in it. It is in the description. So if you want to build one, you can do it for $20. I teach you how. I give you the specifications. I walk you through it. It's all you need. All you need. Stacy, speaking of all we need, what is up, Stacy? Good to see you. All right. We got an interview this afternoon. We need to know how it is going to go. 7 of Swords, they want you back. 7 of Swords is the coming back card. It is. It's the coming back card. I'm approaching this again. We need you here. We need you for a second interview. You need to get back here. 3 of Wands says we have been seeking and searching for you. 6 of Swords is the journey into there, and the Ace of Cups is the emotional sort of satisfaction of coming out of the interview and going, yes, yes. I'm just giving it a thumbs up now. This is an exhilarating interview. There's a lot of good stuff here. Look at this. 7 of Swords again. That's sort of the sneaking out with something, but in my system, it's kind of, I want you to come back. It's a return, right? High Priest, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you so much. Let me know what your question is. The 3 of Wands is the seeking and searching. You don't have to do that much anymore. I think it's going to go quite well. They are seeking you. They are searching for you. And I think they found the match. The reason I say that is because the 6 of Swords is the journey. It's the journey in the boat. We're getting in the boat. We're taking the journey from here to there. And the destination is a much better place than where we're at now. Huge, huge thing, especially next to that Ace of Cups with all of that emotional satisfaction coming through there. I think it's a lot of fun. I think everything goes well. Tons of money coming. I think they want you. They want you back. They want you back because they want to give you money. Amain, welcome. How are you doing today? Good to see you. All right. What do we got? We got KD. Should I get it or will it cause me issues? Jocelyn, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you so much. Will you get it or not? With some Poe. If you don't know about the Poe is the deck. The Poe is the deck to have. This is illustrated by Eugene Smith, the same person that did the Wonderland Tarot. I mean, I'm just saying the Wonderland Tarot, that is like the deck of the decade. That is the one that you need. That is the one that makes your life complete, is the Wonderland Tarot. Blah, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you so much. All right. Welcome back, Blah, by the way. How is it going, Blah? It has been, you took a little break, but now you took a couple of weeks off. Now you're back. It is good to have you back, by the way. I appreciate you hanging out with us and being here on the stream on a Monday night. Monday night, we made it through yet another manic Monday. All right. Should I get it or will it cause me some issues? The tower says it's going to cause you some issues. It's going to cause you some issues. We are this is what we do here. We have the tower. We have the page of cups, the 10 of swords, and the fool. Yeah. Getting it is going to cause you some issues by far. No two ways about it right here. This is not entertainment purposes only, right? Okay, I'm not kidding. This is entertainment purposes only, but you know what I mean. The 10 of swords being the termination, the cutting card, where you're just slicing it down the middle. You're slicing it down the middle. This is you getting divorced from whatever the hell it is. Whatever it is, it causes the tower. And KD, I'm telling you, just you and me, I'm telling you, when you see that tower start crumbling down, you get in that page of cups feel like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. That is not something that's conducive to me being happy. And something happens with it. And you do that 10 of swords. You need to cut bait immediately. And it does cause some issues. It doesn't cause some small issues. Apparently, it causes some Texas twang kind of size issues. Some Texas size issues over here. You got to cut it loose. You do. And you need to get out of there. The fool is the escape. It is the journey. It is getting there. Risking it, not a big thing for you. Getting out of there, number one priority. KD, it looks bad. It looks bad. It does look bad. I enjoy the extra sunlight. I do too. There's sun coming in from the window. It is kind of nice. I'd open the window, but the neighbors are kind of nosy. I'm not going to lie. The neighbors like to see what's going on. I can hear them like rustling around outside of the window. Okay, anyway, Cheryl, what does the universe want me to know? Job-wise. Cheryl, let's do this. Let's do it right. Let's do it right by getting a little dark mansion. We teased with the dark mansion a minute ago. I said mine was going to be just as thick as the dark mansion, which I think it is. The lady was like, yeah, it is remarkably thicker than what you had before. I'm like, I like that. I like thick. I like them thick. If I can, the thicker that I can make it, the happier everybody is. I mean, I'm just saying, everybody in my life likes it thick too. So that is one of those things. Okay, dark mansion aside, let's look at what we need to know job-wise. The world says that, oh man, the Chariot, the Knight of Pentacles, it's hard to make you happy with a job. I think that you get bored easy. It's the bottom line. I think that you get bored easy. That's the way things go sometimes. I think that some of the jobs that you're entering into, some of the jobs that you're experiencing, they just, they're using you like a utility, or they're using you like you should be a factory worker sometime. It just feels like that you're just not a good fit for a lot of things. I think that you're picky too, because you want that golden job that's going to be satisfying, that's going to have the benefits, it's going to pay well, and that's going to have the good work, the good work where you can sort of go home and feel good about, working that day and be excited about going in the next day. I think what you're getting is, again, people treating you like you're a factory worker. They're just like, oh, do this, do that. This is the way we want it done. Here, work. By the way, I'm going to be over in the corner or whatever. I just don't think that you're getting a lot of people that are conducive to sort of how you like the style of working. The world says that you do have a little bit of an overreach as far as that goes. So wanting everything may not be sort of practical, I guess, for a first launch into something. I know that you are trying out various different things, and you got to kind of start on the ground floor of some of these, and starting on the ground floor will get you sort of what you're getting. Temperance says sort of mix up what you're looking for and try to sort of get that little bit of the mixture in there. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. What could be conducive to what I'm sort of searching for? Because I think that you're still searching. You haven't really settled on, this is me. This is my personality. This is the type of work that I want to do. King of Pentacles says you have to find that. You do have to find that. Whether it be in the educational realm, whether it be working with children, whether it be working with adults and things like that. The King of Pentacles are translating. The King of Pentacles says you have to find that balance. You have to find from the Temperance, you have to find that work that really sort of satiates you and makes your heart feel good and things like that. And you have to stop moving. You have to stop moving. The chariot, we need to decide upon what it is and go forth and make a firm decision and then try it like that. Tarot Chic, thank you for your donations. I appreciate that. But yeah, the chariot says, keep looking, find that King of Pentacles, that item that you need, that thing that you really sort of rely upon, and then make that cash, chase it like your life depends on it. Chase it and get it in there General career path reading for the sister, Tiffany. Welcome to the stream, Tiffany. I assume that you haven't been here before. Do you want to see the money trick? I mean, we have some new people in chat tonight. New people in chat tonight may want to see the money trick. They might want to see it. By the way, this is the money trick. We have one, two. You're like, why is he showing the backs of the bills? Why is he doing all that? A lot of people ask that. Why is he just showing the backs of the bills and all that stuff? Because when you snap like that, it changes. It changes to 100. You got 20, 40, and that's why I'm trying to show in the back, because people be like, that doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? A lot of people are like, just that doesn't make any sense. I don't understand how that works or why that works. It just doesn't make any sense. But that's why I show the backs of the bills. That is the money trick. If you're new here, I'm also a magician. Welcome to the stream. Let me get my phone out of sleep mode. There we go. Welcome to the stream. It is good to have all of you. And for Tiffany, let's get a reading for the sister. Ooh, Tiffany, it'll be a good deck for you. This one right here, the Mons Tarot, because the Mons Tarot is all about that reading with you got the career thing. We want to know sort of where it's going, how it's going, what kind of tweaks we need to make, where we're going to be in 5 years as far as the career goes. So welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Good to see you as always. All right. So we get the money trick out. We got readings out. I'm just saying now, it is exciting up in here. I'm always excited, but it is exciting up in here. All right, general career. Let's go with the general career. Six of Swords is, as far as career goes, as far as sort of launching in there, trying to get to the next stage, we have some good stuff. You're basically heading for something that is more stable. That's something that has stability. That's something that knows stability. And where you're going with the Six of Swords, again, we're in that journey for the boat. It takes a while. A boat journey takes a while. And it just happens. That you need to take that journey. So you're not looking at something like the Knight of Swords, which is super fast, or the Eight of Wands, which is great. You're looking at the Six of Swords, which again is a little bit of a journey to get to the stability, to get to the day-to-day activities. Wheel of Fortune is a cycles card. What comes around goes around. A day-to-day card. It feels like I'm doing the same thing every day, and I have that stability that's sort of neat. Now, the Queen of Cups and the Hanged Man is a pretty interesting combo. It takes a while to get there. Once we get there, we do have the stability. So sort of the path that we're on will lead us to where we need to be. But Hanged Monster says there are some tweaks, there are some adjustments as far as the career goes. You're looking at a different perspective. You're looking at enlightenment. I think the journey has a lot more meat on the bone than what you're thinking it does. A lot of times we have, let's get the journey over. You're sitting in the car. You're like, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Again, the journey has a lot of meat on the bone, and you have to sort of pay more attention to that, especially with the Hanged Monster, with that enlightenment path, with that being a little bit longer. It seems that there are things to learn. There are more things to pick up as far as this career path goes. This is the right career path. This feels like that we know what the right career path is. Sam, welcome. Queen of Cups is water of water. It's that melding of emotions to activities. So the career makes you happy. The career makes you satiated, makes you feel good. And that's sort of where we're headed, the career path. I think they're on the right track. They know where to go. I think that is where the excitement is. And it is exciting indeed, especially the journey part of it. So don't be too much of are we there yet? Sort of learn, you know what I mean? It's sort of like playing guitar. you can't really rush guitar. You can, but it doesn't work out too well. You have to sort of relax, be into it, and let the journey be the career. Let the journey be the part that you really enjoy the most. What career is best suited for me? Sarabi, welcome to the stream, by the way. Let's get Sarabi a little bit of cash. Let's get Sarabi some cash. Go forth with a tarot that I love. I mean, a lot of people love, let's face it. It is the Tarot of the Mystical Moments. This one, look at the edging on this. Look at that shiny edging. It's so pretty. CJ, welcome to the stream, and thank you so much for your donation. I appreciate you. Right, let's see, Sarabi. What career is best suited for me? This is a good question. We need to sort of lay down the cards and see, Sarabi, what is going to happen with that. You have a lot of skills. You do have a lot of skills. I think that's where you're coming from, Sarabi. You have a lot of different ideas, a lot of different skills. You're sort of like a motivator. You're a motivator. You're someone that gets in there and gets it done, and you sort of do it from the sideline somewhat. I think that you do like a little bit of fame, a little bit of fortune, but I think that moving things on the sideline, doing things in the background, making other people shine, the big stars, making them shine by doing the background work is one of the key components in here, right? One of the key components in here. Why do I say that? And that pays good, by the way. Making somebody else look good, making somebody, doing all the preparation, doing the background work, getting all of the money, basically. Those people that do that well are, number one, high in demand, and number two, get paid a boatload of money, because the people up front making the big money, they will hand a ton down because they know who sort of feeds them, basically. And we're looking at the 2 pages is why I say that. You're the background motivator. You're the person that gets things ready. You're the person that makes other people just look fantastic and look good. And you do that quite well. Now, why do I say at the beginning that you had a lot of different skills? Because Temperance is a balance card. It's 2 different worlds merging, 2 different worlds sort of coming together. And the Temperance card is very good for things like that. So you have a variety of skills. So it's difficult to sort of pick what you want to do. What do you want to do? Because I could do this fairly well, could do that fairly well. I have 7, 8 different things that I'm really, really good at. Sort of where do I concentrate on? What do I need to do sort of as a long-term decision? And again, I think being the background motivator, preparation person, the person that organizes everything, that gets things ready, gets things prepped, is going to be one of your big factors here. That's going to be sort of the key component when we sort of move into that, Ace of Swords is the other thing. I think that you are an expert communicator. You're able to narrow. In other words, if I need to get a ton of information across, how do I do that? Some people are really good at that. Some people are really bad at that. They'll wander. They'll go, they don't really know where they're going. I think that you're right on point. You're able to get a big topic and narrow it down into an elevator pitch, and you're able to do that well, the Ace of Swords. So that combined with the other cards, again, says the background motivator, doer, the person that gets things ready, the person that makes everybody look good, and that person gets paid. That person gets paid because they know exactly who is actually doing the work. All right. Let's see. When is your book due? The book will be released 1st of June. I am reprinting my older book, but the new book will be released 1st of June. So I'm basically printing everything because the cost of paper is going up. So I'm getting everything that I have and I'm printing it in mass. Everything in mass. All right. So we got High Priest, got the drop on here. Why? By having so many spiritual downloads, spiritual guys trying to tell me something. High Priest, let me find out about that. By using, what's a good spirit deck? The Thoth will get literally just like this connection. The Thoth makes the connection, makes it, gets it done. Rebecca, welcome. How are you doing tonight? It's good to see you. What is going on, Rebecca? How you doing this Monday night? We're not quite at the end of the week, but hopefully it's here soon. It needs to get here very soon. Just another manic Monday, though. You know what I mean? Okay. Let's see. Oh, we got that. Why am I having so many spiritual downloads? I think that you have choices to make. I think that you're in a mode to where you know that you need to make some choices, some important choices. They're coming up. They're getting in your face, basically. This is change. It is choices. It's the Two of Pentacles, juggling too many things, juggling different things. KD, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Juggling too many things, juggling different things, trying to figure out sort of where they all land. I think that's where you're at. We have that too. I think that a lot of guides, a lot of people are trying to communicate with you right now. They know big choices are coming. They know change is coming. It is change. They know these things are sort of just moving across, and they want to get you the information that you need to be successful, basically. They need to communicate you and get that information to be successful. Ruin means there's a lot on the line with some of the choices that are just sort of coming down the line. And you need to make the correct thing because there's some things in there that are going to be important at the end of the day. You're in a sort of a place or in a mood or in a position where the communication is done well right now. I don't think you're going to be in that position long. So it's like this, you have an open phone line and people, or conference line or Zoom call, and people are hopping on the Zoom call. They want to talk to you because the Zoom call is open, right? That connection is open right now. There's a lot on the line. You need to make some choices, and they are giving you the communication that you need for that purpose. So that's basically what it's saying. And that's going to be a good thing. The more information, the more things that you can rely upon as far as decision-making goes, the better decision-making that you're going to have at the end of the day. I mean, let's get real. The better decision-making is going to be done. Will a loan eventually get approved? Okay. Let's see with that. Let's do that with the traditional, the one that everybody loves, the Light Seers Tarot. By the way, if you like the stream, I do put a lot of work into it. I do put a lot of work into the stream and into the videos. I have the only news program for tarot that exists. So if you like the news program, if you like the free tutorials, if you like the streams every single night, hit that like button. Let me know that you like it. Feedback is important, and I love attention. I mean, that's why I'm here. I love attention. So that like button really helps me, out. Will the loan eventually get approved? 9 of Swords, 10 of Cups, the 7. What the hell? The 7 of Swords is back. Jocelyn, the 7 of Swords is back. 7 of Swords seems to be the common theme nowadays. It does. Things seem to be that way. I'm going to say no. I'm actually going to say no. We're going with the thumbs down kind of prematurely. Premature thumb. You don't like those. Nobody likes a premature thumb. 7 of Swords says that things are coming back. The loan application is coming back to you, or it's sort of not really processing the way it doesn't work, basically. Sunflower, thank you for your donation. That 10 of Cups says there's a lot of hope, a lot of expectation from that. But the end of the 9 of Swords and that 6 of Swords, that sort of that disappointing journey feel, and that being drug out by the crows, it feels like it's sort of dragging out too long. It didn't quite process the way you need. We have some concern about this, but there were some big expectations. I'm basically going to say no. I mean, if I had a yes or no question, I got to lean towards the no. We got the 7 of Swords, sort of this dark, eerie, weird thing. We got another Swords. It's sort of leaning on that communication coming back. And it just doesn't work. I'm going to say no. Sorry about that, Jocelyn. I got to go with what the cards say. What the cards say. Otherwise, I wouldn't be me. I just wouldn't be me. Sorry for the bad news there. I always like to give you good news if I can. All right, blah will seek accept my claim, even though it's delayed. Back to the yes or no. Let's see. Let's go with it no, let's not. Let's go with something pretty. Let's go with something pretty. I love this deck. I want this deck right here. It's one of my favorites. You all know that I love the Elemental Wisdom Tarot. It's right by me. It's right beside me. It is because that's where it needs to be. I love Elemental Wisdom Tarot. This looks damn good on this cloth too. I'm not going to lie. This looks really good on this cloth when we turn it over. Emma, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Look at this deck on this cloth. It's like it belongs here. It just belongs here. It looks so good. It looks good on anything. You put it on a car tire. You can put it on the hood of my dirty car and it will look good. Let's face it. But still. All right. Will they accept the claim? What's the deal with the Six of Swords tonight? Seven of Swords and Six of Swords. And we got a lot of swords. I'm going to say yes. It is delayed. It is. That Six of Swords. I mean, we're back to what I said before. And the Six of Swords is a long journey, blah. It is. It's not a fast journey. It's not the Knight of Swords. It's not the Eight of Wands. It's a slow journey. And you have to be patient with it. You have to sort of accept that. I mean, yeah, it's going to take a little longer than it needs to do. The Six of Swords does have that Four of Swords feel of the delay and things like that. And the Four of Swords is the delay card. You know my system. Blah, you've been here enough. You know the Four of Swords is a delay. You know it. It's in all of my books. The new book has like a whole big section on it. Six of Swords is a longer journey. It feels like it's going to take a while. The other Sunflower, thank you so much for your donation. But it picks up. It picks up. That Knight of Wands has the fire reaction, has the flames. It's going pure flames. And that claim that money is coming through. The King of Coins says the money is flowing. It is flowing. It's going to rain. It's going to rain. It's just going to rain bills at that point. And I think the claim is going through indeed. All right. What do we got going next? We got a lot. By the way, if you're in the queue, it's huge. It's huge. We are, what am I doing? If you're in the queue, we are here. And you are down here somewhere. So yeah, the queue's a bit long tonight. That's good. We're going to burn through it, get her done. We are going to get her done. What can you tell me about the future of my business? Tarot Chic. Tarot Chic indeed. Tarot Chic, what kind of deck do you want? You're in tarot. What kind of deck do you want? I'm kind of curious. Tarot Chic, I'm going to lean on a classic for you. Tarot Chic, we're leaning on a classic for you. We're going to do art. I want to give you something you may not have, or show you something you may not have. I don't know all your collection or whatnot, but let's do something that's unique just for you. Because I think you see all of these popular decks all day, probably. I mean, you see them all day. Let's get you something outside of the norm, something fun, something cute. Revival art will do it. We'll do it. No Thoth for Sunflower. All right, well, we get that. That's the new rule. The Sunflower doesn't get the Thoth. Okay, let's do this. The future of your business. Now, sword, and coins. What is the deal with the swords tonight? No matter what I do, you saw me shuffle that and pick random. The Eight of Swords is an interesting card for the future of your business. It basically says you're being constrained by the platform. You need to be on more platforms. You need to expand. That Eight of Swords, that restriction, being tied up, being surrounded by swords, being not able to expand, to go where we want to go, where we need to go. We just can't do it. It just doesn't feel like, that's not where I want to be. We need to get off of one singular platform. We need to not rely on one singular thing. Expand, and see where else we can get. And I say that because of the Seven of Swords. We're grabbing things and moving into other places. Seven of Swords is the movement card. It is. We are sort of stealing things and taking it away, but you're taking your business and you're taking it to other platforms. Again, expansion, and being in more places, having more visibility, getting a wider audience, getting more things. And that's sort of the way it works. And that is the way that you have the opportunity. Four of Swords says it is a longer process. I mean, it is. The Four of Swords is my delay card. It's, you know, you're in readings. You know, the Four of Swords is not only a delay, it's sleeping. It's a huge planning card. Huge planning card. That four says, let's take a break. Let's plan. Let's figure out what the next step is. And I think that's where you're at, figuring where the next big thing, where the next step is. I think the planning process is going to go good for you. I think that you're going to have that intuitive feel. You're going to have that big sort of moment with that aha moment, right? And I say that because of the Four of Coins. You know this too. Cece, thank you for your donation. The Four of Coins is not only holding on to your money, but getting more money. Every book talks about that, right? Mary Kay Greer talks about that. Not only are you holding on to what you got, which is important, you want that, but you're earning more, you're expanding, you're looking for more. And again, I think that platform expansion is going to do you good. I think that is where you're at, where you're going to be rolling. We're going to be rolling in the cash after that. The cash coming in, that Four of Coins action. The Four of Coins action is where it is at for sure. I'm having stress at work. Will it get better? Let's go with the This Might Hurt. We already did This Might. No, let's do this. We did This Might Hurt. Let's go with some Chiro. A little Chiro action with a Gilded Tarot Royale. Everybody said the cardstock is thin. I mean, it's not the thickest damn cardstock in the world, but you got to get over it. It's so pretty. Chiro went borderless before his retirement. And that's all that I really wanted out of life. That is all I really wanted out of life, was Chiro to go borderless. And my life is literally complete now. Zandra, thank you for your donation. So we got some Chiro borderless action. Thank you, Chiro. Yeah, Chiro does watch a video or two. He does comment on like every video. Anyway, I'm having stress at work. Will this get better? Well, every video that I put out on his review stuff. The Page of Swords into the Knight of Wands is interesting here. It is interesting. It says that the communication that's happening now is not very optimal. I think that they're giving you BS. I think that they're giving you things that they shouldn't say. They're sort of getting their frustration and throwing it into you, right? That Knight of Wands, that fiery action is happening, which is normally it's pretty good, but next to the Page of Wands, you know the Page is a beginner. The Page is communicating at a beginner level. They're not very mature. They're not being a business professional. They're unloading stress on you, and they shouldn't. And they really shouldn't. They need to alleviate that. Two of Pentacles does say that it does get better. But it's almost like that you end up going somewhere else in order for it to get better. I think there's an opening that happens. You're able to jump into that, and things just naturally just sort of improve immediately. That Three of Wands is a searching and seeking card. Next to the Two of Pentacles, the Choices card. It's time to make some choices, right? It's time to sort of make some choices and sort of figure out where that goes. So it feels like that not really expanding, getting a lateral move into something other opportunity really helps out. It really does help out in the long run. But yeah, they're bad at communicating. They need to be more business professional with that, and their expectations of you are unrealistic sometimes as well. That Page, they just don't know what they're doing a lot, right? All right, we got another career reading. KD, I already used the Art Tarot and I used the Poe Tarot. KD. What are we going to use for KD? KD didn't specify. Let's go with we'll do some art. KD, I know you like art. We got some art right here. Let's do the only tarot deck that you can buy from a museum. The Slow Tarot. The only tarot deck you can buy from a museum. Pretty sure this is it. Maybe other people, maybe, but this is the only one that I'm aware of that you can buy from a museum. And, ooh, that 3 of Cups. You're a people person, KD. You're a people person. I think that you have a limit on how much BS you can put up from people. You like people in short doses, but you are a people person. People love contacting you. They love talking to you. They sort of like having KD around. And you have that Knight of Coins as well. I think that they trust you on a lot of different levels. They feel comfortable. They share things with you that they wouldn't share with other people. You know what I mean? They share things with you they wouldn't share with other people. And that 9 of Coins as well. I think you're able to put that into sort of you're able to put that into a career. Now, be aware, KD. I said you're good with people, but I said in short doses. If you go into sort of the people, into sort of that mode to where you're around people, you're sort of sociable and things like that, right? You're able to handle people's money. You're able to handle their trust. You're able to sort of be there for people. That 9 of Coins says that is a career that is going to make you a little bit of money. Hermit says that you're going to burn out on talking to people. You're going to get, you're going to get to be like, oh man, I'm just not sure. I'm just not sure about some of this stuff, and I just don't want to talk to anybody anymore. So you're going to get home and you're going to go into hermit mode. You're going to go into hermit mode. That also kind of means that certain people will be attracted to you and will want you there for them. Want you to focus on them, and they will pay you a lot in order to do that. Sort of an exclusivity contract and things like that. So there you go. All right. One medical physical shop. Those are hard to get sometimes. T.O. sounds like Matthew McConaughey. Really? I wish I looked like Matthew McConaughey. I'm just saying. Wish I had Matthew McConaughey's hair. I'm going to shave my head. I'm shaving my head soon. Going to shave my head, going bald. Going to go bald because that is the style. Dr. Mystical has inspired me to go straight up bald. Okay, here we got the Art Nouveau is going to tell us, does Hakeem not get that I don't want to talk? You're going to have to block him. You may have to block him. Oh, by the way, Crystal, when I retire, I am going to write a phone app. I'm going to write a phone app that allows you to inventory your tarot decks. So you're just going to go, beep, and just sort of scan, and it'll inventory this deck into your collection. And then you get your next deck, beep, and it'll inventory this into your collection. You don't have to enter anything. You just beep and scan. And it will handle everything for you. And you can inventory all of your collection at once. And I'm going to allow you to share it online. You can share it with other people. You can compare it with other people. So me and Paula can both beep and scan our collections in, and I can say, hey, compare mine with Paula. And it'll say, you need these 5 or 6 decks, and it'll give me an Amazon link to click to go and buy the 5 or 6 decks that I'm missing. What do you think about that? I just blew your mind, didn't I? Everybody in chat is like, what the hell? That just blew my mind. I don't really know how to process that information right now. That is so amazing. When I retire, it's coming, my friends. And it is going to be a free app, iPhone, Android. It's going to be there for all of you. All right. There is one, Libib. Oh, okay. So somebody beat me to it? Oh, well, okay. Well, never mind then. Apparently, it actually a library of Tello decks? Yeah, that's pretty cool. Well, Crystal, I guess your beeping will be done pretty quickly then. Okay. Now I have to Google it. Libib? All right, wait. We're pausing the stream so I can go to Libib. Libib. All right, I'll look. Is it Libin? No, it's not Libib. Libib. Managing profitability of books, movies, music, and video games. No. This is tarot specific. I don't want one that does everything. I want tarot specific. Okay. Anyway, because it needs to be. It needs to be tarot specific. Okay. Does Hakeem not get that I don't want to talk? Hakeem is going to keep bothering you forever. Literally forever. So, yeah, the 8, he's going to keep working at it because boo-boo, Hakeem likes you. Hakeem loves you. You got the Hierophant. You got this beautiful 9. Hakeem sees you as sort of like his 9 of Pentacles, where you got the good stuff. You got the good stuff. And you know, in my system, the 9 of Pentacles is like a reward for work. So that he's going to keep working at it. He is going to keep working at it until you shower with him, apparently. Yeah, until you shower with him. The Chariot means that you're going to have to move away. You're going to have to drastically move away from this person if you want them to piss off. Yeah, I mean, basically, that's it. Basically, that's it. I mean, they're really excited about you. They like you. They're really excited about you. You're going to have to move. You're going to have to move, maybe blocking them, maybe because they just going to keep working at it. Keep working at it. You know what I mean? So that's what he's so annoying. But he likes you, though. He does like you. Yeah. Libib is a general one. I want a tarot specific one. So if you scan in the Dark Mansion Tarot, I'm going to tell you where to go get it. You know what I mean? I'm going to tell you, oh, by the way, you forgot where you got that from. It's from over here on this website. You can go here and I'll give you a direct link to it. I'm also going to tell you when you have your phone that hey, you know those 30 tarot decks that you have, 2 of them have updates. There's a new version out of that deck. In other words, if you have the Art Revival Tarot, I'm going to tell you there's a new version of that, by the way. There's a version 2. Would you like me to link you to it? You're going to be like, ooh, yes. It's going to be the most amazing application in the world. Literally, everybody is going to be downloading this like in 3 seconds. But you got to wait till I'm retired because I got too many damn things on the plate right now. Working full time and doing decks and books and all that BS is eating my time up. It's eating my time up quick. But after retirement, my friends, you are going to see the greatest tarot application ever. Literally ever. I'm just saying. I'm making it just for all of y'all because I love y'all, by the way. I love y'all. And if you love me, you know what to do. Well, you know what? Oh, that's the wrong button. You know what to do? Okay. Why do I keep seeing all these numbers? Well, now. 3 of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, Ace of Swords, and the 2 of Swords. 2 of Swords is interesting. I think that you're not seeing a pattern. You're blindfolded to a pattern that's happening around you. You need to search it out. You need to seek it out. A pattern. There's some patterns in these numbers. You're not seeing it. There's a pattern in your life that you're not seeing that you need to pay attention to. It could be something that happens every day that you just haven't noticed. Maybe it's some dude that walks across the street as you're walking to work. Always walking across the street. There's some dude in a window. He's always cleaning a window. There's somebody that serves you the coffee. It's the same person every time. Somebody that you need to communicate with, or you need to do something with an individual. And this individual is the Ace of Swords. You need to have that communication with them, but you just haven't. But you need to start looking at patterns. People that show up, the regular day-to-day activities, the Wheel of Fortune, people that show up day-to-day, you end up communicating with them, and it's going to be something that's important. Basically, that's it. Something that is going to be important. So that's sort of what happens with that. The 3 of Swords says it's not like a long interaction where you're just going to know this person forever and ever. It's more of a shorter interaction that has some good information that you need to know. And if you don't see the person, if you don't notice these patterns, you're going to miss them. So you're blindfolded to it now. Ace of Swords says you need to communicate with this individual. Wheel of Fortune is something or somebody that you see every day. And the 3 of Swords, you just need to get communicating with them. Get communication down and talk to them. Not going to be a long-term thing. It's a short-term thing, but it has the information that you need. Speaking of needing information, Sunflower Sun wants to know, how does K feel about H? Let's do this. Let's do this with the gentle tarot. It is gentle indeed, and it has the information that you need, Sunflower Sun, about what K thinks about H. They could be in love. We don't know. We need to find out. The Tower. Oh my. The Star and Harvest of Stones. Basically, they like them, but they bring differences that are not pleasing. They bring differences that are not pleasing, basically. You know what I mean? You do not know the person, Emma. They bring the Tower. And those are some dramatic differences. They sort of break down what we do today. Let's say, for example, that I like playing video games. And then somebody comes into my life that takes up that video game time. Now I have to sort of separate myself from the video games and adjust to some different circumstances. That's where the Tower is. Our normal things that we do, the things that we enjoy start crumbling down. And it just doesn't feel like that's beneficial to us. But the Star says that we're guided to this individual, we're guided to these new activities and these new things. And I think that's going to be something interesting about this person, is they do draw you in. They do guide you to the next thing, the next big thing, the different things. And overall, I think that there's some inherited stability within that framework and within that connection. But there needs to be some adjustment and some sacrifices made in order to sort of get this connection and get things done and get the connection going where we need it to go. But yeah, the Star. I think the last time you asked that, you had the Star as well, if I remember correctly. November Aries, Jalen's true feelings about me. November. Let's do it. Let's do it together with the Gregory Scott. Gregory Scott is going to guide us into the home stretch here. By the way, if you're in the queue, we're winding down here, going to end soon. I'm going to go ahead and put the ending soon up. We got an ending soon thing coming. We got Cece, we got Zandra, we got Cheryl. We got a lot of good reads tonight. Everything is looking fantastic. It is Monday night, another manic Monday. You know how it goes. You know how it goes. But how does Jalen go? What does Jalen think? 9 of Pentacles, they hold you in high regard. These nines, though, they hold you in high regard. They have pretty good feelings with this. Looking very nice. 9. Okay, 9 basically is sort of the embodiment of the suit. It says that I have everything that I need in the suit. We're rounding down to the end of the suit. I know you're thinking the 10 is that, but the 10 is like a new beginning. You're at the end, but you have a new beginning. The 9 is like the best. It's like the top of the hill, the pinnacle of that, the pentacle of that. You know what I mean? Yeah. So these 2 9s are really important here. This one here especially sort of holds you in high regard. Holds you in high regard with that. So you do see the cookies that you're no longer making. You have the cookies down here that you're no longer making. Yeah, they're down there, but still they hold you in high regard, and they are filled with them cookies. Look at that. They are filled up with them cookies. Everybody had a good time. It is the banquet card. So there is some celebration with that. They do have a bit of problem moving forward into something more expansive. So they do have something more expansive. They need to get into that. And the Page of Cups is that. That little flower there, they're coming in, but they're stalled. They don't have the ability to sort of expand emotionally a lot of times. 10 of Wands as well says sort of, there comes a time to where you start working both of each other's nerves kind of thing. But yeah, there is that. Cowboy Dan, you got to hit the bell. Cowboy Dan, if you hit the bell on my channel, that little bell, it will email you when I start the stream. So you'll know every single time. Cowboy Dan, you need to watch the video because I talked about my tarot collection application that I'm going to make. And it will be amazing, Cowboy Dan. I'll be interested to get your take on that for sure. CC, any luck at the bar for me tomorrow night? Getting that love. CC's getting that action. Getting the loving action. Let's see what is going on with the bar. See what is going on with the bar action by doing a little wildwood, because you're going to get wild in the bar. You could indeed get a little intoxicated action there and all of that. All right. Thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. See if you're going to get some action, because, I am just saying you could come home and play.
Music to make love to.
You never know. You never ever know what's going to happen at a bar. That's for damn sure. Hooded man. Oh my. A little bit of that hermit feel, a little bit of that loneliness and isolation with that. With the world. I'm going to say thumbs down. It looks rather challenging to get some action out of this particular bar. It does. It seems like that. Hooded man is the loner. It is the hermit. That isolation from the Five of Stones and sort of just, the tree of life, coming into the tree and sort of being rested and things like that. I'm going to say no. I see a lack of any action. A lack of action, CC. Doesn't mean you shouldn't go. I think you can go and have some fun. But as far as getting any love action, coming home, bending somebody over the couch and yelling, I just don't see it. What are their current thoughts about me? Zandra wants to know. Zandra, let's do a little bit. Speaking of love action, get some of that Wonderland tarot in there. The tarot in Wonderland, whatever for that tarot in Wonderland. Yeah, Cowboy Dan, though. Cowboy Dan, once you start getting them decks, you want to get them inventoried. You want to compare your collection with other people's collection. And, if you got an update to a tarot, if they updated the book, you wanted to get notified. I'm telling you, it's going to be exciting. Okay, what are their current thoughts about me? 5 of Pentacles, 6 of Wands, and Hanged Man. Very interesting here. We got the Queen of Cups. Deep emotional connection. There is an emotional connection as it goes, but the emotional connection needs to be dragged away from somebody else. Zandra, it feels like they have somebody else in their life. They need to sort of be dragged away from this person. That means that the other person ain't doing them any good. There ain't doing them any good. It feels like that just ain't doing them any good. They need to be drug away from this other relationship for sure. 6 of Wands says overall, we have a good feel about this. Good emotional connection, a good sort of cheering you on or being there for you. They have that good feel there. So the thoughts about you are pretty decent, but getting away from this other person is going to be important. Hanged Man said there is a separation of goals here, though. They want this, and you may want something different. You're going to have to meet in the middle. Figure out how to negotiate all of that out and figure all of that action out. But overall, it is an excellent read. So the other person's kind of annoying. Got to deal with that. The differences in sort of opinion, approaches, and how things go, annoying, but you're going to deal with that. Overall, these are not big hurdles to cross. You can jump over them and things like that. Not going to be too bad of a deal overall. So there are their current feels about you. Let's go to the second to the last. How do I find inner peace amidst the job search and trying to find the right one? Inner peace, we will find it for you with the Revival Art. The Revival Art Tarot will get you the inner peace that you need. Well, not literally, but there is that. Yeah, Jenny, that's a really awkward question for an entertainment stream. Thank you for deleting that. All right. Let's see. We need to find some inner peace. We need to get it done. And in order to do that, What are we going to do? Let's get a sneak preview here. I mean, we got the Three of Cups. I think family is going to be important for finding the inner peace. It's going to be important. I think friends going to be important for that inner peace, because I think going it alone is difficult. It is. It's really difficult. You want to approach things from a perspective of, I could use some help, basically. So the Three of Cups talks about the celebration. Not only that, but talks about the friends, the family, and people that you are connected to. High Priestess, one of these things is knowing more about the situation. Knowing more is going to be critical for you. Knowing your goals career-wise, knowing what you want, knowing the direction that you're going to go. Because going all over the place and trying to discover is fun for a little bit, but the long-term problem is that you can't do that forever. You have to focus on what is important to you and all of this other stuff. What is this deck? This is the Revival Art Tarot. There you go. The Empress says that you need to have some command over the entire situation too. The more that you meet people that are going to be, sort of friends and going to be able to refer you to a job they know about, or you're going to have the connections that you need to things like this, the better you're going to be too. The Empress says take command, take the driver's seat, go meet that right person, go out to where the right person was going to be and sort of meet, mingle, and find them. I think that's going to be critical as well. The King of Wands says overall it's about keeping going. Don't pause, or don't pause and don't do anything like that. You want more of a situation where you keep moving, because the constant movement will get you there at the end of the day. Stopping is not going to get you there. So keep moving, keep searching for the right person, keep seeking for the job, keep getting that knowledge that you need to approach the job that you want and to find that perfect job for you. And once you find that, you can chase it like there's no tomorrow. You can chase it like there's no tomorrow. And the last question of the night is MM. MM wants to know what is S's current feelings about me. Let's use a deck we have not used in a decade. What haven't we literally used? We haven't used this. Speaking of art, we have not used this deck in quite some time. This is the pre-Raphaelite Tarot. Let's see, what are we going to do about that? The pre-Raphaelite Tarot. Last reading of the night. Come back. I'm here every night, guys. I'm here every single night. For the rest of your life, I am here at 6:30 p.m. Central. Daylight savings time just hit, though. So we shifted an hour. You got to kind of get used to that. We shifted an hour. Yeah, Sheila, you got to hit that bell. Hit that bell. If you want to get email immediately when we start, you got to hit the bell. That little bell down there. So you hit the like, of course, then you hit the subscribe. But you see this bell that's going to come up right there. That bell, it'll email you the minute I start the stream. And that's what you got to get. And that's going to get you in here every time on time. Daylight savings time, no daylight savings time. Well, I don't know. So let's look at the feelings here. There's a bit of defensiveness between you and them. They are a bit of defensive. They're holding that shield up. They're a little bit on the preparation, a little bit on the defensive side with that. They know that you have some qualities that other people don't have that are going to be great, that are going to be fantastic. But overall, there's some things that they just don't like, that they just sort of don't want to deal with at some point, right? The Sun says they have good feelings for you. They have a lot of great feelings for you. And that kind of overrides a lot of different things in here. But they do have these feelings for you, and it is, important that you sort of be there for them and sort of be in their environment and whatnot. And of course, the 7 is a bit of the defensive. Again, we have this defensive feel in here. They're sort of defending themselves themselves against you, or they're sort of getting a little bit of space, right? You have a defensive card here and you have this defensive shield up. They need that space sometimes. So it can't constantly be a connection. They need a little bit of space, basically. But the sun says you have good feelings. We have a lot of good things happening with this. Anyway, that is it from me. Thank you so much for joining me. I will be back. Again, hit that bell and you'll get an email the minute I start. So daylight savings time, you don't got to worry about it. You will get notified. I will see you tomorrow.
Wish I could say I was finally over you, but that's not the truth. Everyone always keep falling in love again. The fuck's wrong with them? I don't understand. Maybe it will pass by, someone save me. For I pass out, I'm too lonely to be done. I'm a drink at this place. Yeah. Why am I the only one who's left in the rain with nobody to hold on to? Why am I the only one who's feeling this pain when there should be two of us? And yeah, I know we both wanted different things, but letting go just comes easy to you, darling. Why am I the only one who's left in the rain? If I had an option to be someone else, I would, and let go of you. I know that I'm obvious, fuck it, I'm made this way. But why didn't I stay when I had the chance? Maybe it will pass by, someone save me. For I pass out, I'm too lonely to be